Hi guys, it's me, your favourite YouTuber. Oh, how cringe is that, sorry. Guys, I am in an attic today. We are tidying up a mess of cables. I'll show you that in a minute. But we have got today with us a special guest. And that is, they're going to be coming upstairs right now. Oh, shoot.
Bloody hell, what is this? Good morning.
Morning.
How are we doing?
Where's Bundy? I thought it was Bundy. So what do you think about this job? We've got to tidy up a load of cables, mate.
Not actually as bad as I thought, to be fair. I mean, although,
really?
Yeah, looking at it over there, it's not too bad.
I'll show you guys. We've just got to tidy up this. Cables, literally everywhere. Right behind where John is now, there's loads of cables. We've got to tidy up that. And we've got, as normal, cables everywhere. Take out all these round junction boxes. Somehow make sense of that and tidy it all up. Loads under there. And loads back under there. Under there, there's a lot of work. For those apprentices, this is what a roof looks like without any insulation, so just bear in mind that. You want to be walking on the joists. Do not put your foot in there because you will upset your electrician because you'll be paying through your nose to get it fixed. Usually you've got roof joists to hold on to as well, or whatever, no, rafters they're called, John?
They're the rafters, yeah.
Rafters, there we go. So you can see what they've done here, which is another reason why we're replacing it. They've put cables under the joist, then put floorboards on top of it, and it weakens the cable, it flattens the cable. You will get faults in a while, after a while. You can see this one has already started to break the PVC sleeving. All they've done there is cut a notch in the top of the joist, which is okay, but when you're finishing the installation, you want to make sure that that is in the exact place. But I'd always say go through. There are telltale signs that it's not been installed by an electrician. So if you look at the cable here, it's kinked a bit. So what they've done is they're taking it off the reel, but they're not taking it as an electrician would, hand over hand. They're just peeling it from the top, and that obviously is making it twisted round. See it twisting around there. So this is what an attic looks like. So bear that in mind when you're crawling around an attic all on the insulation. Bear in mind there could be bare cables underneath where you're needing, which has killed some electricians in the past. So what do you think, John? Easy job, yeah? Do this by lunchtime?
Yeah.
And what I've noticed as well is a supporting wall, single brick high. I think the supporting wall has to be double brick. Again, I'm not a builder or a bricky, so don't take my word. So what's happened since we saw you last, John? We ain't seen you for a couple of weeks. So what have you been up to, mate? Up to Scotland as well, aren't you?
Yeah, went up to Scotland for the Easter break, taking an exam at college for my electrical science and math principles, which was about, 7 weeks late.
Yeah, that is the hardest exam. So if you pass that, then you know the rest of them are a lot easier. That's the hardest exam in the whole of level 2 and 3. So how did you get on with that?
Enjoyed it. Obviously studied quite hard for it as well. Got a distinction, which I'm really happy with.
So with that, are there any resources that you used to find out the answers and find information about the exam? Any YouTube channels or anything?
Well, I used Efixx. They had a lot of...
Hi, Gaz, Gordon, Joe, and the rest of the team. I can't remember who they are. They're like so solid crew. They're growing every 2 minutes.
They had a lot of good exam mock papers, I guess we call them, or online mock tests.
I'll leave the description for the Efixx channel in the description.
There was Swindon Massive, I believe
Swindon
it's
Massive.
called.
Yeah.
I used that once or twice, but
yeah.
Essentially the handouts that we got, or the course that we're doing,
which your college should be giving you anyway.
I basically followed everything that we had to learn in there. The course, I'll be honest, is not going as smoothly as I think all of us would like it to go. Just to remind you, I'm doing a part-time evening course. But otherwise, that was the biggest exam, as Dean said. We've got electrical installation technologies next, and that's also a rather big exam to do. And with 8 weeks left of the course, things are... Yeah,
that's going to be a bit tight, mate.
It's very tight, yeah. So getting through it, enjoying it still.
So is this the second exam you've had on the course?
Yes, it will be the second.
And it is in April now. Bear that in mind. You've got how many more exams to do?
3 if you include the practical assessment at the end.
Wow.
So
that's going to be tight.
It's going to be very tight.
8 weeks, you say?
8 weeks, yeah.
That's going to be tight.
But otherwise, yeah, working, obviously helping you out on the usual Fridays.
What I would say, just before we leave that topic, is if you want a decent college to go to, I'd highly recommend Northampton College. I went there as a trainee and I went there as a tutor, and I know that they're very passionate about their electricians and they're training really good quality teaching up there. And that's where you're going next year, provided they provide the evening level 3 course.
I believe they do a level 3 part-time. It just hasn't been advertised yet, but we are going to keep an eye out for that. I think that's where I'll be going next.
Again, anything I mention, there will be links in the description at the end of the video in the little writing. And if you could leave a little comment whilst you're there, that'd be great, because nobody leaves comments and it helps the channel. What have I done? Last weekend I'd done a poker dealers course, so I'm official now a poker dealer. If you're in the Northampton area and you like poker, come join us on Thursday nights at Clubsports. If you want to get there, it's Clare Street in Northampton. Just Google Clubsports. Nice and friendly, to be honest with you. Starts at 8 o'clock, but you need to be there between 7:30 and 7 to register. It's at 7:30 registration closes. That's if you're interested. Love to see you up there, guys. Let me know if you're into poker. Anything else happening?
Well, considering you're on the theme of poker and sport, I suppose, we won the Div 1 Northampton Snooker League, which is good. Obviously been playing at Chain Walk for a little while now. We finally got the business done, so off to the Prem next season. So that was good.
Good, mate.
Definitely a good season.
Whilst we're on the theme of sports, still to come is a darts match where if I don't win the darts match, I'm going to lose the money for the job. But I've had a couple problems with my shoulders. They've been playing up recently. I've pulled both my shoulders and I'm struggling to lift my arms. Now I'm okay, but I don't want to push it at the moment. Right, let's get cracking, get on to some work, mate.
Let's do it.
What we're going to do is we're going to cut the power and we're going to extend these cables and clip them to the joists along. This is where it's going to take a couple of days easy. Clip it to the joist. So you see that thick cable, probably clip it to the other side of that joist because you've got root going all along. Take it underneath these pipes because we're going to be cutting it anyway. Take it under the pipes, under the work there, and joint it in a Wago box. We've got loads of Wago boxes over there. So let's get cracking. So what else were you doing this week at college, John?
Learning how to do cable calcs. I mean, it was confusing enough step by step, but it was a lot of steps involved, but found it quite okay. Obviously, you just got to practice it really. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what we were doing on Monday. Wednesday we had a workshop, just doing assessments, manual handling, and all the sort of nitty gritty stuff to get out of the way.
And ladders, things like that. So you learned how to tie a ladder up at the top of a scaffold pole or something?
Yeah, tying off ladders, working out the ratio, 4:1 for your ladder ratio, hazards in the workplace.
Yeah,
we're in one at the moment. Yeah.
Where we are right now. Yeah, but this is normal. It gets worse than this, trust me. If you can't handle just this and you don't like spiders, then you can't be an electrician, mate. Let's have a look at this attic. It's got quite a few technology in there. We've got, do you know what this is, John?
Some kind of extraction system.
Yes and no. What it does, it filters the air from the attic, because the attic will get fresh air coming into it all the time because there's gaps, just to allow the attic to breathe and the roof to breathe. This is called a PIV. I can't remember what PIV stands for. It's called a PIV unit, really big, and you need a big hole saw or a jab saw to cut the filter out for that. And it's just same as the extractor fan, but in reverse. I did notice as well, there was a loose cable here, and this was just live without these on the end of it, without the Wagos. So just bear that in mind if you're crawling across an attic. This was a bare cable with a copper exposed. When I came in the other day, I just stuck a couple of Wago things on it, because I know I'm going to sort it out anyway. Also up here we've got, that is like an immersion sort of tank. I don't know, expansion tanks they are. I don't know, I'm not a plumber. Over the back there is your solar power inverter, no batteries, but it's quite a bit of technology for you to see up here, John. They are talking about now putting batteries in the attic. There's a video explaining it right here, and the link will be at the end of the description. Thanks to Efixx guys and Jordan from Cambridge, Artisan Electrics. I'll tell you what we didn't do. We didn't chat about Efixx.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't,
the road trip.
We haven't been to, we went to Efixx. Hi guys, so everyone we bumped into, all our fans. How many fans did we meet?
A handful, I'd say.
I can count it on one hand. No fans.
You've got no fans!
I was out of the loop. Kimmy, I'm blaming you, because you said you were going on Friday, but you didn't. All the YouTubers went on Thursday. I'll make sure I'll speak to Bundy next time. He'll give me the right date. We're going to start right here. So this is where This comes in handy. You can tell if it's live. So this is a lighting circuit. So that's a lighting circuit. That is a lighting circuit. That's going to be for Stratophane, because I can tell that that is 3 core and earth, and so is that. Actually, it's extending the 3 core and earth. Is this another live cable?
No.
No. So we'll be removing all these dead cables for. Ah, that's the old. So if you don't know, this is the old type of conduit that they had in the old days, and usually you just put singles in it, and you can use the outer casing for the earth path. Not the greatest. These are the old spider boxes. You seen these, John?
Yeah.
Oh, what we got on the radio today, John? We're going to be listening to Efixx radio. Efixx radio for tradespeople. Typically in here you've got, that's your line coming in. That's going to be your neutral, and that's going to be your switch line. You can tell that because it's got red on one side and black on the other, so that's going to be your switch line. So what we want to do is just mark these all up and join them up in the same sort of way, but just make sure that they're all looking good. It's like, where do you start, mate? It's ridiculous. Isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
spaghetti junction, I think.
I think that cable is to them light fittings we need to take apart anyway. Yeah, so we need to disconnect this circuit anyway, because it's got wall lights on it and the customer don't want the wall lights anymore, so we'll do that at the same time. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're getting there, John, aren't we? Hard work now to tackle this beast of a spider's web. I mean, where do we start? Where do you start on that? Look at it, that's just ridiculous. We've got some old cabling that's not been taken out, and this is the old sheath. I can't remember what you call it, there's a name for it. There's an old cable in conduit. We'll leave the conduit in there, it's not a big deal. Oh, that's set.
Oh, look at that.
It just comes straight off. Go and weigh that in, John. So yeah, we've got a mixture of everything here. I mean, we're just going to have to go to one box at a time and just see what it does. Got speaker cables in there or something. They're either speaker cables or low voltage. I don't know.
But wherever this goes, that's done as well. That's dead.
It's just ridiculous. That's old coax, isn't it? See, you've got old cable there. What is it? Let's have a look. Looks like a shotgun cable for coax or something. I don't know. Anyway, how you finding it, John? You loving being an electrician, yeah?
Yeah, still love it.
Loving it. And also, what happened this week or last week when you went to college, or a couple of weeks ago? Didn't some of your other students recognise you?
Oh right, yeah, yeah. A bit of a
Hi guys.
Bit of a celebrity status there, but yeah, they checked out your channel and yeah.
He didn't tell them to check it out. Did
No,
he?
no, I didn't have to. No.
And yeah, John's now famous. Trust me, it's so weird. You'll get people come up to you in the street and like say, "Oh, you're Dr. Electric," and it's like, wow. You know, you don't do it for any famous reasons or anything like that. It's just comes with it. It's not as bad as anyone like Bundy or anything, but you do get them occasionally. And John's had his first one, so well done on breaking your duck. Now let's get on with this. So I'm going to go with this big one here. That's just ridiculous, mate. It is just ridiculous. A lot of them going into there. I think that's probably where the consumer unit is, I'd say, down there, because all the cables are going down there. It's about right. When I was coming up with them lights, where was it? The down lights for the front door and that?
Yeah, that was around here.
Roughly.
Somewhere around here, anyway.
There.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's where the consumer unit is. So this is all lighting cable that's dead. I'll say we'll just do it one at a time. So yeah, this is a lighting circuit. Let's try and recognise some of these in here. So you've got neutral at the top, you've got line, is that one there. This one, you can tell it's a switch line because it's got black and red, and you've got your CPCs there. So the way I've been doing it is the switch line, I'm cutting short, as in taking the end off the cable, then I know that's the switch line, because we're going to have to extend them anyway. So, right, it's now a couple of days later. John's not here. Been finishing this up on my own, but thanks to John, managed to get through a load of it the other day. It's not perfect, but if we wanted it perfect, we could easily be another couple of days. It's all a lot better now. I know what you're going to say, what a mess, but I mean, that's what we can do, you know. We've removed the big old junction box which was there. This was what it was like before, and another big one which was there. This cabling is all CCTV. Loads of JBs around. Wago boxes I call them, not JBs, because they're better than JBs. And it means that the customer now can board this section of the room, put the installation down, and get his loft back. I'm not sad to see the end of this attic. Not a job. The people, best people you could want on a job. I know they're going to watch this, so hi guys. No, lovely customers. I am lucky. I get mostly lucky customers, but occasionally, as you've seen, we get some right awkward little people. For whatever that reason that is. Sweating. Looks like summer is finally here. I think I'm going to go home. It is now coming up to Maybank holiday, first Maybank holiday. So it's 1st of May today. Got nothing booked in for tomorrow or Friday, which I'm going to take some advice, take my own advice, and just have a couple of days of relaxing. Oh, this is a bit tricky with the camera. Don't want to go through the roof. I've managed to get through all of this without going through the roof, and without John going through the roof, so that's even better. This is all done. Now to go home, get a shower, and relax. Pass you over to me and John in the van. Right, John, so the end of a lovely day in the attic. We didn't sing the song up on the roof, Righteous Brothers. We could have sung that. Never mind. So what do you think of today, John?
That's all right. Bit of a sore back. But,
yeah, it's hard work crawling around an attic, but at least we didn't have the insulation there, so that was a good thing.
there's not a lot of room to manoeuvre. Initially, I didn't think it was too bad, but then, as you say, the more you kind of delve into it, it just got worse and worse.
Yeah,
and
it does. And just to rewire if you like one junction box and rework the cable so it's all nice and tidy, not going to get damaged. It took about an hour per junction box, and there's loads up there.
Yeah.
So we're finishing now at 3:45. It is a Friday, but I am putting in extra time for this customer anyway, at my own cost. So anyway, and also I forgot to mention about this one. This job's been going on for a long time. We're supposed to just put in some downlights and an oven supply. Lovely customer and family, husband, wife and some kids. Couldn't wish for a better customer, but that job's been going on for a very long time. As I said, I was supposed to be doing some downlights and a cooker feed. Cooker feed's done now, but I couldn't do the downlights because I found this in the attic. And it was from an old plumber that had just ripped it out and just left it. And it condemned the whole roof space and the whole of the insulation, and everything had to be taken out. So we had to wait for all that, and that cost an absolute fortune. How can you sell a property like that? They've been there 7 years, but that's been in there since they've been living there. So the person before and the tradespeople before have left that there. One last thing to say, John, and that is like,
Comment,
share,
and prescribe.
a little bit more enthusiasm, please. Cheers, guys.